Hi everybody, it's me again with another video for all of you today. First things first, I'm so sorry that I dropped off the radar for so long. Things have been a little bit hectic on this side of the screen, so I apologize for any inconvenience that may have caused you, and I promise to do my best in the future because I do miss doing this because it's really fun and it makes me happy, and I can provide some stuff to people who need it if they can get anything out of my videos. So that's another motivator to keep me going. Due to some recent events that have transpired over here, I have come to realize that I am very grateful for some things that I often take for granted, and I really shouldn't, because I have the privilege of being blessed with a lot of these things, and I don't acknowledge them as much as I should. Now that the dust has settled on some crazy, weird things that have happened, I thought it would be a good time to sit down and make a list of some things that I'm very grateful for. I challenged myself to list 10 different things that I'm grateful for, and it was significantly harder than I thought it would be. I got the first maybe 5 down, not much of a problem, but then I just sat there and I'm just like, oh my god, what am I grateful for? Because I'm grateful for like a lot of things, but I also didn't want to make the list so shallow as, oh, I'm grateful that avocados exist, because as grateful I am that avocados exist, it's not the most insightful thing I could share with all of you. I'm going to present to you my list of 10 things that I am very grateful for, and I don't know, maybe you'll realize that you're grateful for these things too, or you never thought about being grateful about these things. Whatever it is you get out of this list, I hope you enjoy it. By the way, this list is not necessarily in a particular order, but I saved the points with the most explanation towards the bottom of the list. So yeah, that's all. Now let's go. First thing that I'm grateful for is modern technology. I live very far from home when I'm here in school in Ohio, and I'm very far from my friends when I'm back home in California. Technology has made this rift a lot easier to handle. Instead of relying on pigeons and smoke signals and letters that may or may not get there, now we have Skype/FaceTime, we have phone calls, we have texts, we can share memes. It's just a great time, and it's something that I didn't realize how grateful I was for until I started coming to school in Ohio, and it was really easy to communicate with people back home. So I'm really thankful for all of that. Number 2, I'm grateful for particularly my fur babies, all my dogs and my cat, because they are the loves of my life. They are my children until I actually have my own. Right now with my boyfriend, I love his fur babies because they're also the sweetest things ever. I just have a soft spot for mine in particular. They're my babies. I've seen them grow up. In general, I just have a soft spot for animals all around, but I can't touch certain animals. Like, as much as I love snapping turtles, I'm never gonna touch a snapping turtle because I like my hand the way it is. I can touch my fur babies without the fear of getting attacked. I love all the animals, particularly mine. They bring joy in ways that I didn't know was possible. They love me so unconditionally. They love my family so unconditionally. And I couldn't be any more grateful to have them in my life because I just love them so much. Number 3. This one's kind of an odd one. I'm very thankful for all the good memories I have and my imagination. Sometimes when things are a little bit rough and rocky in my day-to-day life, it's nice to just maybe not dissociate, but escape into my head for just a little bit, make up some fun scenarios, or think back on some really good times that'll make me feel better when it might not be so easy to do so in the moment. Granted, it's not efficient all the time because then those thoughts can shift into very negative ones, and it's something I'm trying really hard to work on. But when they're positive, I'm very grateful to have them in my memory, or I'm very grateful to have the ability to make them up. Number 4, music. I'm a music major. Sometimes I hate music. Theory, no. Oral skills, eh. But other than that, music is such like a magical thing. I use it in my major as music therapy major. I can help myself, I can help others. It's just such a wonderful thing. I'm so grateful that I have in my life, and I'm so grateful that a lot of people have it in their lives, and we can all share it with each other. We can share our feelings through music. We can interpret other people's feelings, besides the fact that it sounds good. To depending on your particular preferences, but music is just the most wonderful thing. Maybe I'm biased because I'm paying 60 grand or so a year to study it, but even if I wasn't, I think it's just the most amazing thing. I can't go in too much into depth about like what specifically I like and how much I like it because I will be here all day. Number 5, I am super duper grateful for all of my professors and teachers that I've had in my life, for being very supportive in anything that I do in like the classroom or outside the classroom. In grade school, when I first came to the US, my wonderful first grade teacher helped me learn English a lot faster than I would have on my own, or maybe even with a different teacher. They were very understanding all through grade school. Middle school was great. High school, I had a lot of supportive teachers, particularly my 2 music teachers in high school and my 2 music teachers in middle school and elementary school. They are the most wonderful people. Here in college too, my professors care about my life in the classroom and outside the classroom, and I'm just so grateful to have people that wouldn't necessarily be directly associated in my life to care for me as a human and a student. A very nice support system to have, and I will be eternally grateful for all of them. Number 6, I am very grateful for all the values that have been instilled in me since I was a little kid up to recently. I'm always taking in new ideas, new ways of thought. All of these shape me into the human that I am today. Maybe not the best, but for sure I'm trying to be the best version that I can be of myself. I'm grateful for my more conservative values, my more liberal values, my Mexican values, my American values, my family values versus my friends' values. All of the ones that I'm learning and taking in are forming me to be the kind of human that I am now based on what I think is the best of each. I wouldn't be the person I am today without all of those that helped form me be me. Not something that I think about very often because I generally think, oh, I'm just me, but I couldn't be me without everybody else. So that's something I'm super, super thankful for. Number 7, on a lighter note, I'm thankful for all the little things in life. I don't know, the really pretty flower bush that you see outside when you walk out of a house. I love flowers, as you can tell. I really love flowers. I love flowers. My backpack is full of flowers. You don't understand. Flowers are my thing. But whether it be an excessive amount of flowers, a smile from somebody that you pass by on the street, I don't know, the sounds of birds in the morning, the not terrible weather sometimes here in Ohio. It's just like the little things in life that you don't expect to happen every day, but they do happen, and they just bring a little bit of extra joy in your life where you might not have found it anywhere else. I think that's something we all tend to maybe skim over. I think that's so important because without the little things in life, things would be just kind of drab. Everything would be like this is gonna happen in X, Y, and Z order. But I don't know, that dog that you saw on the street with a really fluffy tail that kind of waddles, that can brighten up anybody's day that likes dogs. I think it's just such an interesting thing that I'm very grateful for. Number 8. This one is kind of an oddball because though I don't think to be very grateful of this very often, and I don't think a lot of people are very grateful of this very often, I feel that it's necessary to be grateful in some weird kind of twisted way. I'm very grateful for all the people that at one point in my life have like been just mean, sour, not pleasant, not very kind to me in general. Maybe not necessarily like a one-time event, but consistently. Thankfully, I haven't had that many people be like that to me, but for those that have, I'm kind of grateful for them because it makes me appreciate the people that actually care for me and love me. It makes me appreciate them so much more because I know that there are some people that won't do that for me. And even though it's really sucky to know that, it's also really nice to know that that's not everybody, just a couple people, and that you still have an awesome and great support system if you kind of scoot those out of the way. Number 9. Similarly on that note, I'm kind of grateful for all the difficult challenges, situations that I've been placed in my entire life. To some of you, it might be a lot. To some of you, it might be nothing at all. But for all those difficult, nasty, uncomfortable times that I've had to go through, I'm very grateful because they help build my character to be a little bit stronger. And again, they help me appreciate the more wonderful moments in life so much more. They've helped me experience loss, anger, uncomfortableness, just general dislike, things that I wouldn't feel if my life was all positive rainbows, I know there has to be some negative in order to appreciate the positive, because if it's all positive, then what really even is positive? I am very kind of grateful for all the negative situations in my life because I wouldn't be the person I am without them. Number 10. Lastly, I will be eternally grateful for all the loving and supporting people in my life. Friends, my family, my professors that I mentioned earlier, my counselor, just random strangers that I bumped into on the street that were just kind because that's just who they were. All of those positive human interactions, all of that love and kindness that I get to interact with on a daily basis, whether it be bumping to somebody on the street and saying hi, to having a really heartfelt conversation with my mom and just having a good time. I'm very grateful for all of them, whether they be here or past, particularly my grandma. She is one of my favorite people in the entire planet. I love her so much, and she was such a big part of my life. My mom is a big part of my life. My boyfriend's a big part of my life. My best friends are a big part of my life. I'm just so thankful for all of you, whoever's watching this. I'm thankful for you too, for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. Can't express how thankful I am for all of it because I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. It's cheesy, but I can't help it because it just makes me so happy. And I will be forever, forever, forever grateful to all of you. I can't treat you all to something as much as I would. I'd like to buy everybody whatever they need. I want to help everybody. That's kind of why I'm the major that I am. That's kind of why I do the things I do, because I feel that everybody deserved the love and attention that I received over my life. And I just want to give it back because I'm eternally grateful. Again, super cheesy, but that's how I feel. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Maybe this will give you some, I don't know, I don't want to say motivation to think about things that you're grateful for, but I don't know, maybe it'll make you think a little bit about the things that you're grateful for. Because I know there's a lot for all of us, but we don't think about them very often. And I think it's really healthy to just sit back and think about them sometimes because it helps balance out whatever negative things we might be feeling at the moment, knowing that there are a lot of positive things going for us. That's all for my video today. I hope you have a great morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time of day you're watching this, and I'll catch you later. Goodbye!